Welcome back to In the Khud. This is August 15, 2022, 9:48 p.m. Slight change of plans today. I went to the gym, did my workout, came back home, had a bath, and now I'm recording post that session. So I'm gonna wrap this up quickly because there isn't anything significant for me to document anyways. I woke up at 5:30 today, which is good. I saw the rigging tutorials on Cubic Worlds, the entire the meat part that I really wanted to learn. I need to execute them on my own character. So what I've decided now is, even for the moving meditations challenge, I'm going to stick to the Cubic World scene for my character and for the Adiyogi statue behind, instead of trying to do that long shot aspirational thing of, in 2 weeks I'm going to learn sculpting so well that I can sculpt the Adiyogi statue. That's not going to happen. That can be a long-term thing that I take on and work on over time. But for this particular challenge, for which you have to submit the video before 28th of August, I'm gonna make sure that I stick to the Cubic World scene and we can get through with the storytelling part of it. Throughout the day, today was kind of a weird day, it went away without much of a registration in my mind. I did a few episodes on Dad's work. I will open those. So I did 5 episodes today. I know that's very bad considering the fact that today was a leave from the full-time job, but there was a little more things to do than normal because mom and dad are not at home. They've gone for a trip and it's only me and Parmeet at home. It's snowy. There were a lot of management things that had to be done. So now, interestingly, I think by 7 o'clock I thought I need to do something to make the In the Khud vlog worth it. So I decided that I'm gonna add icons into my LFI script. So I'll just quickly show you the progress I've made there. So we've just added these buttons here. These were already there, the null single null group button. I've added this nullify main button is group1.add. We add icon button undefined, and in file we say my file. My file is basically the location of where this image is stored on your PC, and this is not a very practical way of doing it because let's say if somebody else gets your script or this file gets moved for some whatever reason, which is very possible because it's an external hard drive, and when I switch things up, the name of the hard drive only changes. So there is a way in the script UI guide where you can embed this image into a binary code and then put that binary code here. I have to figure that out. It was kind of complex at first glance, but right now I just want to see if I can have panels coming in up here, and currently it's just showing that same panel here, which is I think 30 pixels by 30 pixels. The artboard was only 30 pixels by 30 pixels. Currently these are not working. I tried just throwing darts in the dark, as in dot visibility is equal to false. So basically my aim over here with this situation is I want to be able to hover over one of these icons. Basically I need a bar for all my scripts. So you see pop and float, line paths, doc, folder sync. They essentially need to be in one condensed, collapsed format, and when I hover over this nullify icon, I should have these two icons pop up, which is going to be nullify single and nullify group. And in case of let's say line paths doc, we would have singular and center pop up along with this text box. So that's I don't know if you can do that inside script UI. If you can't, I will just have them as icons here, which is also possible. I will try if I can use event listener and do something like that, but if that's not possible, I will just make it like this only, simple. One important thing I would like to mention is small things I've learned. If you scale something down by simply dragging, the rounded rectangles become circles. So now we're at the default. Okay, we have these 4 rounded rectangles. If I select all of this artwork, and that is grouped, okay, if I scale it down like this, you will see what is happening is those rounded rectangles are actually becoming circles. And if I scale it up now, it is becoming rounded rectangles. Just scale it up more. The roundness is basically getting affected. It's not staying constant. So in order to do that, what we have to do is we have to double click on the scale tool. Okay, and here uniform. Over here we have to check these options, scale corners and scale strokes and effects. Now when you basically scale things down, this will stay intact. The roundness and the stroke of things will not change. The credit for this I figured through this YouTube video by Vector Twist, the right way to scale, how to scale strokes and effects in Illustrator. Thank you. It's good to just credit whenever possible. That was pretty much it for today's documentation. I know that wasn't much, but I hope there's a little more. It's all about documentation, the little things that are happening. I hope you enjoyed this episode for whatever reason. I will see you tomorrow. Peace.